I think what's happening here is this. The hedge funds have found a method of success that I don't feel is legal. Like, again, I have to say it's alleged to protect myself legally, but in my own opinion, I doubt it's legal. Okay? What they do is they pick a stock that's vulnerable. So, in other words, people wouldn't be so blown away, you know, if this stock goes bankrupt because it has extremely terrible fundamentals. It could be in tremendous debt. So that's their target. You follow me? That's the mark. They find a mark, they go into it, and then they dump all these fake synthetic shares into it. Now, see, everyone's always talking about cost to borrow. It doesn't cost them any money to do this. It's promissory notes. They're fugazi shares. They're not real shares. You could call it whatever you want to call it. Call it naked shorting, whatever you want to call it. And then the key is they're not paying anything on this. They keep it there forever for an infinite period of time until ultimately the company does go bankrupt because people are tired of waiting to make money. The stock continuously goes down. Apparently, there is real selling that occurs. Okay, see, you take a situation with AMC. You know, people weren't selling at first. People were holding. Apes were very strong. But now it's gotten to the point, of course, I think that apes have been selling, of course. And Adam Aaron will still say we own 90% of the float, but I feel that a lot of apes have been selling. Because listen, I remember when I first came into display, apes were telling me that this was back almost 2 years ago, and they were telling me they were struggling then. They're like, I'm barely holding on. I'm holding on by a string, ape falling. Now you're talking 2 years later, same manipulation, possibly even worse. Possibly worse manipulation and corruption occurring now than obviously 2 years ago. Of course, selling is occurring, and that's exactly what the game plan is with the hedge funds. Is that they keep these synthetics in display for as long as it takes. They're not paying anything on it. That's what people don't understand. This is not real shorts that they're borrowing, where they're paying interest. They're not paying anything on these synthetics, so they just dump it. SEC doesn't ask them to show them their synthetics, what kind of synthetics they're dealing with. It's not part of the transparency rule. Okay, so basically, it's like a license to steal. License to steal. They could just use these fake shares, dump them for however long as it takes. They sit back, they put their feet up, they're relaxing, drinking Johnny Walker Blue, smoking a Cuban cigar. And if it takes 2 years, fine. If it takes 3 years, they eventually exhaust the retail investor. The retail investor eventually gives up because, I mean, how long are you going to hold the dying situation? And then they unload, and then the hedge funds win. Ultimately, the company goes bankrupt, and these synthetics disappear. That's the thing. It's a crazy situation, and what do you do about it? What the F do you do about it when that you're entrusting the government like the SEC, the Department of Justice to do their job, Gary Gensler to do his job, and to find out what's happening, but they're complicit. What the F do you do? That's the question. Protesting, will that help? Boycotting AMC? What do you do? Video is not financial advice. I'm not a financial planner. This video and all my videos are for entertainment purposes only, not legal advice. I'm not an attorney.